What is up, dudes? It's Jeremy. Why are we set up like this right now? Why are you up there? Why am I down here? We'll get to that here in a second. Got a few things to talk about. Okay, the title you've already seen. It's why this channel will never succeed. Why we will never see success on this channel. And that's fine, and I've accepted that. But I want to talk about why that is. I want to talk about why that is in case you are trying to start a YouTube channel or any type of side hustle, podcast, a Tumblr, maybe. In 2019, I don't know why, but maybe you are. And then I'm just going to talk in general about my hate for the hustle. The hustle. I know you know what I'm talking about. The hustle is what everyone is obsessed with right now. Everyone is an entrepreneur. Everyone has a side hustle. Everyone's involved in some pyramid scheme or they have something going on that they spend their other time with. Other time meaning the time that they're not using on school or work. They've got this other thing, this other means that they think is going to make them rich, right? And that's what they're investing their spare time into. Instead of just people with hobbies, we're entrepreneurs. We're investors. We're whatever. Bitcoin advocates. The first part of what I want to talk about is why this channel will never succeed. Succeed, of course, meaning like make it really big. Make something worth people like some people go into YouTube and it's something they can use as a means of living and they do it full time. That's what I mean. Like as a means of doing that. I will never, ever, ever be able to do that. And I know that. And a lot of people are in very similar predicaments. Maybe they haven't accepted it. I accepted it a long time ago. Because, like I said, there are lots of reasons that I know this will never work. So if nothing else, maybe this video will speak to you. Because maybe you need someone to push you to that. To accept that your channel will not be successful. Because there's nothing wrong with that. Because you might just be measuring success. Like, you might be measuring it in a different way than you should be. And that's what you need to accept. More so than the fact that your channel will never succeed is that you're measuring success in the wrong way. So what is success? What is success to you? All right, because for me, it's learning new things. It's doing this. It's finding a positive way to spend my free time that I'm not spending with family, that I'm not spending at work. It's to find something, to create something with that extra time. And if other people enjoy it, that's awesome. That's why I want to throw it on the internet. All right? I know I wasn't into woodworking. I wasn't into things like that, like other people. Like, what I'm into is video editing, right? And talking about stupid internet shit. That's why I'm here. Now, how do you measure success? Do you measure it in financial terms? Because you need to stop that right away. Do you measure it in follower counts? Because you need to stop that right away. Subs? No. Cut that shit out. Now, the reason this will never be a financial success or a popularity success is for so many reasons. Okay? Probably the main one is niche. In 2019, there is way too much noise on the internet for you to put up a variety of things and succeed, which is what I do. There's gaming videos, there's podcasting videos, there's vlogs every now and then. You cannot do that today and realistically expect that a mass following of people will find you and like you. No. The way that everything has to start is very specific, very targeted, right? Because who is my audience? It's literally just anyone who happens to stumble upon my videos and maybe likes it. That's the extent of it. I can't go any further than that because I just like to do too much different stuff. I like to do those movie trailer reactions. I like to play games and I just throw them up there because maybe you want to catch up on the story or you want to watch someone play it that's never played it. You want to see their experience. That's why I throw all of that stuff up there. But that's so, it's like just closing my eyes and shooting flare guns in all different directions, not knowing what time of day it is and expecting someone to come save me. So it has to be very specific, right? Maybe not just video games, but maybe you like Story-based video games on the N64. Story-based video games on the PS4. Even then, that's so broad that, like, you're still going to have a hard time making noise in any of those categories. But it's a start, right? You can start there and work your way to whatever, to something more targeted, to something more specific. Jeremy, why does it have to be so specific? Like, I understand what you're saying about having an audience and a target and everything, but why so specific? Why so specific? Because the only way you're going to make it, the only way you're going to get found is through search terms, right? SEO, I know you know what SEO means because you're on the internet. And everyone on the internet knows what SEO means right now because everyone on the internet has a side hustle and they're trying to get discovered. So that's how you're going to get found, right? Now, let's say you are doing the task of going out and finding the others, right? Maybe you are going to find your audience, follow them, engage with them, chat with them in hopes that they'll return the favor and check out your content. Well, you got to know where to start, right? Do you know what I search whenever I try and do this? I just search internet. Internet friends. Twitch streamer, YouTuber. YouTube, Twitch, gaming. The most broad terms you could ever imagine. Now imagine if you got on Instagram and you got a hashtag and you have something very specific you can get on, right? I don't know what that would be. Films from 2010. I don't know who would put a hashtag films from 2010, but maybe that's how specific you are. The thing is, I guarantee if you start chatting with those people, you will find someone who likes the type of stuff that you like. Because it's so specific. That's the main reason that this will never work. There's too much. There's too much out there. And I'm trying to shine a flashlight in a fucking sea of lighthouses. Reason number 2. After 3 years of doing YouTube, I'm still learning how to talk to a camera. It's extremely tough. It's extremely tough if you do not have a natural knack for it. Because of what? Because of insecurities? I mean, yeah, primarily. That's why. Most of the time if I get discouraged, it's because I just am feeling shitty for a few days. And a few days is like a lifetime in internet time. But we'll come back to that. I'm working on trying to spice it up with editing, right? Which is super important for you to know. Because you've got to have something to capture your audience within 4 seconds. Within every 4 seconds of your video. Do you know how short our attention span is? Especially on the internet. Do you know how often I don't make it to 5 seconds of a video before I'm on to another thing? It's not just the first 4 seconds. It's every 4 seconds. That's tough. That's extremely difficult. If you don't know how to be energetic, if you don't know how to talk to a camera, you gotta learn. Or you gotta learn editing like nobody's motherfucking business. I hope you realize, I'm not trying to be discouraging with any of the things I'm saying. I mean, like I said, either trying to push you to better these things or push you to accept that it's not going to work for you in the way that you thought it was going to work for you. Maybe you just need to reevaluate how you're going to make this work for you. Time. I'm going to talk about time, and then I'm going to be done talking about this. I'm going to be talking about the hustle. Time is my biggest enemy. Time is a bitch. Time is a flat circle. Dude, I'm sure you have heard 400 hours. I'm sure it's more by now. 400,000 hours, 400, I don't even know, 4 million hours. Some insane fucking number of hours get uploaded to YouTube every single minute. Every minute. Tons of stuff. Tons of people who are better than you, better than me. Tons of stuff. So you uploading a 5-minute video once every 3 days, and I'm talking to me right now, I'm not actually talking to you. So you uploading a video, a 5-minute video every third day is nothing. Is nothing. So you've either got to make that 5 minutes count, like pack the hardest punch you could ever imagine in 5 minutes. And even at that, even if you're packing Literally the hardest punch. Your one punch man in it, right? Just knocking fools out. You've got to do that every day. Every single day. Because it's the only way to build traction. Even then, you've still got to hit somewhat of the lottery, right? I'm not saying that people who make it big on any online platform that they have just gotten lucky and hit the lottery, but I'm saying, like, even then, even the people who are working so hard, you've got to get a little bit of luck, right? You can make your own luck to an extent, but there's so much noise. It's just tough. I'm not saying it's impossible. Obviously, I'm saying that as a person with 1,000 subscribers. So it's easy for me to say that, and you think that I'm saying that in a super negative tone or in a super pessimistic way. But I'm not. I'm just saying it realistically. It takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, a little bit of luck, right? And that's how the people who are paying bills from an online platform are paying bills from an online platform. So time is a reason that I will never be able to do this full time. Because I have a job and I have a family, and those things mean way more to me than this. And I'm sorry, I don't mean that to hurt your feelings if you're watching. I mean, this is a hobby for me, right? I even at this, and I have too much respect for my sleep and for things like that to take away from that. And this is the biggest part that's going to lead me to the hustle, right? Is the time thing. Time and sleep and all that good stuff. Do you watch Gary Vee videos? Do you watch Casey Neistat? I'm sure you do, because everyone does. Now, these guys talk about working 18 hours a day. 18 plus. That's a lot. It's really easy to burn yourself out. Sure. Are some people capable of it? Sure. Are most? No. 99% of us are not meant for that. I read this book I've talked about a few times. I read it over the summer. It's called Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. Changed my life. You have no idea what 8 hours of rest every single day does to your body. And what taking away from that, even just a little bit, what taking away from that does to your body. It's insane. And as soon as you start one night of just 6 hours of sleep, it just starts downward spiral for your brain, for your body, for everything. So, why are so many people encouraging kids to take away from their sleep, to get on the hustle, to get on the grind, right? Why? So they can go drive themselves batshit fucking crazy because they're not sleeping any night? Because they think, because Casey put up a video that they need to wake up at 4 a.m. every day to get work done? They think that, so now they're just waking up at 4 o'clock every day? Whether they're able to get that work done or not, they're just depriving themselves of sleep, right? They're getting fat, they don't know why. They're getting paranoid and they don't know why. Developing, they're forgetting things, forgetting to lock the door, you know what I mean? Like, it's little things, sure, but why can't, it irks me so much that so many people act like the hustle is like this thing where like, or like being on the grind is this thing that is more important than just taking care of yourself and taking care of your body. Like that's the cool thing, right? The hustle. Respect the hustle. Stay on the grind. I haven't slept in 3 days. I'm so cool. Dude, what the fuck? Why are we like encouraging kids to do that? You know what I mean? I love Gary. I kind of like Casey. But it bugs me so much that we're encouraging kids that you have to do more. You have to work more. What you're doing will never be enough. Stay on the grind. Whatever. The hustle. Why? Why? Are you fighting for survival? That's the only reason that I can imagine, like, not sleeping and working instead. This is what I'm saying. People don't realize this. You can get so much work done. You can get so much work done. Cut out the bullshit parts of your day. Cut out those Instagram checks. Cut out those Twitter feed scrolling. Cut that out and find something else. Don't take away from your sleep. Don't take away from time you could spend with your family. Come on now. Do you not have people to spend time with? That's totally different. You've got all the time in the world then. But there's no reason to take away from those things or take away from those people because of the hustle. I understand dreams, and I understand you want those dreams, you want to make those dreams come true more than anything. But what is the use, all right? What is the use if you can't enjoy the very little time that you have on earth? If you can't just enjoy it? If doing the work is your enjoyment, okay. Now we're on to a different story. I have a feeling that the work is not the enjoyment process or the enjoying part of the process. Whatever, do you know what I'm trying to say? I think for most people, a finished product is pleasing, but maybe the process isn't always worth that. You know what I mean? I have a bunch of old equipment. Look at me, I'm recording on a Rock Band mic. Sometimes this stuff is really difficult to edit with. It takes forever. It's frustrating. It takes forever and then it doesn't work. So, for some people, it's like, well, why would you do it at all? It's just a matter of working with the time that I do have. Like, if I did all of this and it took all day, it took like 6 hours out of my day, then yeah, I would need to cut that out like immediately. But I do all of this in a matter of a couple hours every day, like 2 hours. I do it with like the little bit of time that I wake up extra early, right? Still get a full night's rest, all right? Not being a hypocrite here. Still get a full night's rest. But with the couple extra hours that I have, I mess around playing video games, which I would do anyways. Just I found a way to make something out of it, which is what I enjoy. The hustle. Can't stand the hustle, dude. And I can't stand advocates for the hustle and staying on the grind and just depriving yourself of so many things for that. The hustle that I want to see push forward is just the hustle for happiness. Whatever it is that makes you happy. The reason that all of this stuff is never going to work, the reason it takes such a backseat priority in my life is because of the other things that make me so much happier. My little kiddo, right? Things like that. I think it's great these people are very successful and they want other people to be successful. I think it's extremely wrong of them to push their agenda onto someone else, right? Don't put YouTube at a priority it doesn't deserve. Put whatever makes you happy at the priority it deserves. And then put sleep at a top priority, whether that makes you happy or not. Sleep should make every single person happy, but for some people it doesn't. And I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. Your happiness doesn't matter. You got to get to sleep. Dudes, I've been rambling for so long right now, and I imagine when I cut this, I will eliminate 90% of it. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And as always, see you in the next one, dudes.